Your first time wasn't the best experience.
Well, it traumatized me, dude. It traumatized me so much. First of all, I was this close to be inside and I came. Right? It was bad enough that for a long time I would tell every new girl I had twist that it was my first time. What's funny is there's probably a bunch of girls and friends that tell their friends I was Manuel's first time. When really my way to think was like, if I'm bad but she think it's my first time, oh, it was his first time. Not bad for a first time.
Yeah,
but
lower expectations.
Exactly.
Two goons, not one but two goons. Two goons, 7 hours in the bathroom.
I am Manuel Ferrara and you're watching Two Goons.
So are you like pretty open, like that you like have family and stuff like that, and like or
Yeah. Well, my family, everyone knows what I do. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I have kids. We don't lie to our kids, but there is not like a moment like it's when your kids at 5-6 years old ask you what you do for a living. You don't say I do porn.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. Like,
Yeah.
You know, when they ask at a young age. Told them I make movies for grown-ups.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay,
You know,
cool.
which can mean so many different things for them. It can be like scary movies or movies
Right.
with bad words, you know. And then later, when they get a little older, you explain to them that there's naked people in the movies. That's why it's for adults.
Yeah.
Then a little later, you explain that daddy is also part of the naked people in the movie. You know. And then one day, my oldest son, came home and he was like, "Hey, what's Pornhub?" He was like 13, 14. He came back from a sleepover. He's like, "What's Pornhub?" So I explained to him what Pornhub was. He was like, "Oh, so it's for your movies." I'm like, exactly. You know.
That's for my movies.
That's so fascinating to me because I mean, this is kind of like again, this is probably like episode 50 or 50, whatever it is, but we've never had that. We've never had someone talk about it like that.
Yeah.
Like this is what you kind of have to. Hey, I have a family. I raise my kids, and there's a proper way to raise them, and then they're eventually gonna figure it out. So yeah.
You know what's funny is a lot of people when they think about porn, they're gonna, if they don't know porn, they're gonna think about the bad side of the industry.
Yeah.
When really like. We're regular people, and
That's the thing, yeah.
And they're gonna also think like the money. Like for a guy, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you make money and you fuck all these girls," you know.
Yeah.
But the real gift of this industry is the time that it gives you, right? Like a big day for me today, it's like 2 hours on set. That's a big day.
Yeah.
So I can take my kids to school, pick them up, do sports with them, play with them. Like there's nothing else I could have done that gives me that freedom.
Exactly. Yeah. So you really get to enjoy your life.
Of course.
Yeah. I honestly, with everyone we've had come on, no one's ever mentioned.
Yeah, nobody's
that.
ever talked about this side.
Yeah.
What about the interesting is like your kids' friends' parents. How is that?
So, like, it's not like, you know, obviously I don't announce, hey, I do porn to people when I first meet them.
Mm-hmm.
But when my kids first started bringing their friends to my home, I thought it was very important to let the people know, hey, just so you know, this is what we do. But at our house, there's none of this.
Yeah.
Your kids will never be exposed to anything. Or, you know, my house, if you come to my house, it's a regular house. There's nothing porn related, right? But most of the parents already knew who I was. You know, it's funny. Like, I remember one time I lived in a neighborhood where there was a lot of like rappers, actors, sports people. And one of my son's best friend, his dad brought him, right? And the guy is an actor. And so we had that funny, weird reaction to each other. Like, he comes out of the car. I didn't know that it was this kid's dad.
Yeah.
And then I see him. I'm like, oh. And then he comes out of his car. He sees me. He's like, oh.
Yeah.
You know that moment where you both recognize each other?
Yeah. You're you. You know.
Yeah, right?
I love you in Mission Impossible. I love you.
How did you know? No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Oh, that's because you have said you very much like to keep your two worlds separate.
Oh, yeah. It's like two complete different worlds.
Yeah, sure, but that makes sense though,
Of
right?
course, that's the healthy way to be in this industry. I
Yeah.
can't always be Manuel Ferrara.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Well, it's almost like you're a wrestler. You know, like when a lot of wrestlers talk about it's like this persona and that persona.
Of course.
The other one, I just watched an amazing documentary on HBO. So I'm a big baseball fan, and A-Rod, they had the documentary 3-part series about A-Rod. He's like, there's A-Rod, and then there's Alex, and he actually like struggled with the two personas. He's like, this is what everyone thought of me, but this is who I am. And it was really an amazing documentary because he's basically like really emotional in it. It's like just very vulnerable and you're like, oh man, especially someone like that who's arguably the greatest baseball player ever. And it's like, man, I went through so much bullshit and I'm just like this dude. So yeah, that's interesting.
See, for me, like Manuel Ferrara, it is me, but just a part. It's a part of me that's in a particular setup.
Yes.
You know, versus who I am outside the father, whatever else. But in the adult industry, this is really me. This is really who I am.
That's what I've said. It was similar to like when we're making content. Some people will ask like, "Oh, do you really think this stuff is funny, or do you really do this stuff?" I'm like, "Well, what you see in me, my content is like pretty much just my sense of humor. You're not seeing all the other elements of me. You don't see me when I'm like sad or hungry or whatever. Those elements, you don't need to see those parts because that's not what I'm entertaining you with."
Yeah, that is a great way to think of it, like to try and like separate the two. Like again, with the politics stuff, we always talk about like you rarely will hear. Both of us agree on this. Like you'll rarely hear any views on politics from us because that's not what we're here for.
Yeah,
we're not
exactly.
here for you to like find out. You know, there's obviously atrocities happening in the world, but I'm not trying to.
And also, that's not why people come to see us.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? They don't come ask me about my, religious belief or political views. That's not. They just want to watch me fuck beautiful women. That's what I do best. And that's what I do best. You know, if you want a politic, go see an expert.
Exactly. And you said like you have it, the job is giving you all this time, but you also have been a workhorse. So, like, what's the most scenes you've shot in a month? It's like over 50,
in a
right?
month. Oh yeah. So it's funny because my first trip in Eastern Europe, because I started in porn a long time.
Really?
1997. This
Wow.
is my 29th year, sorry.
Yeah.
And my first trip in Eastern Europe, it was for a little French production company, and they took 2 guys.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to do two scenes each every day.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they brought 2 guys without really knowing if they were that good.
Yeah.
And the other guy ended up being not a good performer.
Yeah.
So, but back in the days, I was like 21, 22 years old.
I could fuck all day, dude.
I was a machine.
Really?
So I ended up doing every day my 2 scenes plus all the scenes he would fail at, which was pretty much every.
Oh, wow. So they would call you in. You were like on-call cop.
Yeah, I was there on location.
Yeah.
So,
And this was in France?
That was my first trip was in Czech Republic with
Oh,
them for French, you know.
So, yeah.
And so I go with them. I do that. The guy failed pretty much every scene. So I would do 4 scenes a day.
Yeah.
And then
4 scenes a day.
for 2 weeks, yeah.
Holy
And
shit.
then I had a little thing with the makeup artist they took, so we would fuck at night. you know, so
You're shooting 8 scenes a day.
yeah, I used to be a machine.
Yeah.
So how
holy
did you
shit.
how did you find out about how did you start like okay so you're like how did you get to Czech Republic? How did they find you?
So I was like doing scenes in France.
Mm-hmm.
I was still in college.
Yeah.
I didn't know that this would become my job. I thought, hey, I'm gonna have fun, do some amatorial porn.
Yeah.
Where you found it like on a back page like a local
No,
newspaper?
yeah, well, but the whole story is funny. I actually, there was a porn magazine, and to make it short, there was an announce for a movie they were making, like casting for a porn movie. They wanted only new guys.
Yeah.
And the whole movie was about that, like finding the next new guy. right?
Okay.
Dude,
the
and
next
little did
top
they
spots.
know.
And like that was crazy. And there was 2 girls, and there was like a big casting. There was like 40 guys that day that showed up. That were pre-selected based on pictures and
Yeah.
And back in the days, my friends, they used to call me Rocco for Rocco Siffredi, the
Yes.
Italian performer, because I used to fuck a lot.
Yeah.
And my best friend was like, bro, this is for you. You should go try it. I'm like, man, no. And
Yeah.
he was like, he dared me to do it. So I went. I was like,
You want to get
dare
a guy
me?
to do anything.
You dare me? I'll do it.
Yeah.
And then I was one of the guys they pre-selected, went to that casting, and then out of the 40 guys that were there, the girls had to pick 5 guys.
Yeah.
I was one of the guys. And out of the 5 guys, I was the only one that could actually fuck the girls that day. The other guys failed.
They couldn't
They
get
couldn't
it
get
out. They were
hard.
They
too
couldn't
nervous.
get hard, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the guy that directed the movie was like, hey, are you interested in doing more? I need guys. You have a big dick. The girls like you,
Yeah.
And I was like, sure.
Yeah.
I started working in France, and then that French company found me, and they were like, hey, we have a trip in Czech Republic and Slovakian Republic. Would like to take you. It's 2 weeks, 2 scenes a day for 2 weeks. I was like, sure.
Yeah.
Went there with them, and that's how I landed there.
That's pretty wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so, have you ever had from day one you were able to fuck and get it going? Have you ever,
See, my problem in the beginning was not to come early. Not getting hard was not that first thing I did answering to that casting. I got hard right away, which was funny because the director was like, "Oh my god, finally!" Because I went in the 4th place,
the chosen one.
Because the first guy went in, failed.
Yeah.
Second guy goes in, failed.
Yeah.
Third guy goes in, failed. The director is like, "Oh fuck, am I gonna get one today?" I go in, I'm rock hard, ready to go. One of the 2 girls start blowing me in literally 10 seconds. I came. So the guy went like, "Yeah, we got one too." Holy shit, right?
Yeah.
And then the director was like, "Hey, do you think you can get hard again?" I'm like, "I don't know. Let me go clean up and we can try again."
Yeah.
I go clean up, come back. I was still hard.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn.
And then I did the scene, and it was probably not the best scene ever because I was still nervous, but turned
But
on by the girls.
Your first scene.
And I did it. And
Yeah.
it was
How was the money back then?
so. The first year in porn, I didn't know male performers were getting paid.
So you were just fucking?
So I was just showing up to fuck girls.
Did they pay you though? They paid
So
you.
no, they didn't pay me. Like
They might have been like,
you know.
They would have been like,
and then one day I show up to a new director that hired me, and I showed up, and then at the end of the scene, he gave me back then 500 francs, which is today the equivalent of $80.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was like, "What's that?" He's like, "Well, that's the money for you." And I was like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "You never got paid before?" I could see in his eyes that he was like, "Oh, damn." And then that's when I started, and then I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I started getting 500 francs for each scenes, and then little by little raise my rate.
So for the Czech thing, did you get paid?
Yeah,
you
the
did-
Czech thing happened 2.5 years
into porn. Okay.
That I
That's
was
so
getting.
funny. It's the only job a man would do and not even think about being
Paid,
paid, right?
yeah, he's like,
But I was also in college.
Yeah.
I was still living at my parents' place. And,
Yeah.
so it was.
dude, that's amazing. That's amazing. And so then what you've grown into across the industry, you're very well spoken about as the best fuck in the industry.
I don't know.
That's what they say.
It's not mine to say. I love the compliment. I love it. Of course,
And so if you to the 2 Goons out there, the 2 Goons fans, you had to give them some pointers on how to be a top tier fuck. What do they need to work on?
So I think the first thing you should not do is care about the performance.
Okay.
You should more care about making your partner come than you being that superhero that can fuck for hours. And
Yeah.
first of all, most women don't want to get fucked for hours.
Yeah.
Try different things, see what you like, see what you're into. Try the things on the girls too, see what they like. If they like it, keep going that direction. If they don't ever do it again.
Yeah.
Every woman's different, so it's a process every time that you need to go through to figure out.
Kind of unfair for what it's worth, right? That every woman's so different, right? Where most guys,
I love it. It's like that code you have to,
Rubik's cube.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's that code you have to break, and some people are just better at breaking it than others.
Clearly.
Guys, a master safe cracker over here.
So how did you go from, and we could get more to, so what was the big jump from Eastern Europe to America?
So there was few things. My real first big jump happened when I finished college to become a PE teacher. In France, to be a PE teacher, you have to go 4 years in college, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But I finished college and I have to make a decision. What do I want to do? Do I want to keep doing porn or
you're fucking this whole for 4 years? Okay.
For 3 years, because I was already 1 year done with college. Yeah. And then I meet a guy in France named Gabriel, and Gabriel was Rocco's cousin, which, a friend of mine introduced him to me.
And Rocco was already established.
So Rocco was like the biggest porn star in the world.
Okay.
And Gabriel lived in France, and he wanted to shoot a movie in France, and he knew one of my friends, but he couldn't find girls. So my friend told him, hey, my friend Manuel works with so many girls, maybe he can help you. So he put us in contact. He wanted to find 3 girls. I introduced him to 3 girls I used to work with. He booked them, and then he's like, hey, for that scene, I need a guy. Since you helped me, can I have you do the scene with those 3 girls? I'm like, yeah.
Rocco's ready, dude.
But that was not yet for Rocco.
Yeah.
That was just for his production.
Okay.
And so I shoot the scene, and he and I, we talked about me thinking about not doing porn anymore, becoming a teacher. And then when I shoot the scene with those 3 girls, he's like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're not meant to be a teacher. The way you fuck those 3 girls, this is what you need to do.
You're born to do this.
He was like, and if you want, he's like, I'm going on a vacation for a month in Cuba, but the day I'm back, I'm going to Czech Republic to work for my cousin, and I want to bring you to work for my cousin.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, yeah, sure. Like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then 2 weeks after that, he calls me. He's like, I just want to make sure you have your passport, you're ready. In 2 weeks, that date, we have a plane.
Yeah.
And then they made it real.
Yeah.
Then I go to Prague. I meet Rocco. I do my first scene for Rocco. And that first scene, they put me with 2 girls. And fuck, man. The interesting the interesting thing to know is that before going to work for Rocco, I only worked with condoms.
Oh, really?
I used to shoot condoms only.
Yeah.
And not only that, but in my personal life, I never had sex without a condom.
Oh!
So my reaction.
This is crazy.
So all this becomes so much more real. One, I'm going to shoot for the biggest guy in the world.
Yeah.
2, it's gonna be my first time without a condom.
Oh, yeah.
And beautiful
Yeah,
girls.
the hottest
the girls he booked were just unfucking real.
So this is the biggest production house in Europe.
Maybe not the biggest gonzo production in Europe.
Yeah.
Back in the days, there was also private. There was so many other production, but and the biggest porn star in Europe.
So the biggest status thing in Europe. Yeah,
and definitely for me, the biggest shoot I've ever done.
And you're raw dogging.
And fuck, dude, I was so nervous that day that before going to do my scene that same morning, I jerked off twice.
Oh,
really?
Because I was so worried about
coming too quick.
Too quick.
You know what's so funny, by the way? I don't remember everything in life, but I do remember I hadn't fucked raw yet. And I used to play baseball, and we were on a road trip, and my teammates, I was about 23 years old, and I still hadn't fucked raw. And my teammates just looked at me, and they said, wait till it happens. I'm like, it's that good? They're like, it's Nirvana.
Yeah.
It's
life
Nirvana.
changing. Yeah,
Like,
that was,
it is.
What was it like meeting Rocco when you finally were like we're gonna shoot together? Like, was that?
I remember the ride from the airport to the hotel where Rocco and a driver came to pick us up. And I'm in the back of the car, Rocco's in front of the passenger side, and his cousin Gabrielle's next to me. And it felt like a dream. Like, I'm like, is this even real?
Yeah, yeah.
You know? And Rocco is like glazing me. He's like, oh, my cousin told me you fucked these 3 girls. I saw the scene, man. You were like this. Oh my God, this is what I'm looking for my movies. He was like, what? And I'm like, I'm like, yo, how is this real, right?
Yeah.
And then at one point, we stop at a red light, and there's a car that stopped next to us, and the guy next to us asked Rocco to lower his window. He does, and the guy asked Rocco if the guy behind Rocco is Rocco Siffredi. Because Rocco's cousin, Gabrielle, he kind of looked like Rocco. He didn't look like him, but it was weird. But it was so funny that guy asked Rocco Siffredi
like,
if the guy behind him is... And Rocco was like, yeah, that's Rocco Siffredi. You know, so that was pretty... And it kind of... That little thing happening brought me back to reality. Like, this is all real. Like, we're there. And I'm about to shoot for Rocco.
So this is the first big moment.
Yeah. And that's what started, like, also, Rocco gave me the stage name Ferrara. Manuel is my real first name. But back then he thought I looked like an actor named Stefan Ferrara, mainstream actor. And I did look a lot like him. And he's like, hey, do you mind if in my movies I put you as Manuel Ferrara? And I was like, no, like, you know. And then if Rocco puts me Manuel Ferrara in his movies, might as well become Manuel Ferrara.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
And for anyone who's watching who doesn't know, just who is Manuel or not Manuel? Who is Rocco Siffredi?
Rocco Siffredi, he is for me like the best male porn star that ever existed.
Ever, eh?
Like, to me, and I always use that analogy, like, he is Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
He is Bruce Lee. Is there gonna be other guys very good, like whatever, Jackie Chan, Jean-Claude Van Damme, like you know, yes, but none of them will ever be Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee's the OG.
Yeah, to me, Rocco, he changed porn forever. Like, his way to fuck started the way now porn.
What do you think the difference was from before him to after? Like, what seriously?
He was just a real passionate pervert. You know what I mean? Like, and I remember, because I was a big porn fan, and I remember watching him, and you could see the difference between him and all the other guys. He was here to fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
And it was like he was aggressive. He was like doing scenes with multiple girls. He had the it only smells.
You know, and also the way the women looked at him when he was fucking them.
Yeah.
You wouldn't see that with anyone else, but not with him.
Yeah.
It was very authentic.
Oh yeah.
One quick thing, Eric. The protein shakes are about to get here. Yeah. Can you grab the door so it doesn't? Did you ever see the documentary about him? That's when I first. That was very interesting.
Yes.
I think it was a net. Did you see?
Yeah.
it?
No, I didn't see
Yeah,
that.
A Netflix documentary.
Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, it was like really.
Hold on. No. The documentary was not a Netflix documentary. The TV show they made about his life was a Netflix.
Okay.
show.
Yeah.
But they made a documentary and then a TV show.
The documentary talked about, like, he went through like a really dark. I think. Are you? Did you speak when you moved over to America? Were you still close with? Like, were you?
Yeah, we still talk to this day. We still talk.
Oh, really?
You know, not as much as we used to, but we still talk. He and I were very different, and the way we do this business, and also the way we see it, like the way sex is. Like, he treats it like a real addiction.
Yeah.
Right.
That was part of the documentary. Yes. It was the addiction part.
When for me, I don't see it like that. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Right? I don't. It
You don't
doesn't have a
need to
negative effect in my life.
Yeah.
The whole thing was that it was having a negative effect in his life.
Yeah.
Do you think you're at this point because of seeing someone like that go through it? Do you just think that?
I think it's a personality.
Yeah.
You know, we're very different personality-wise, so that's what makes the difference. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And you have one of the most famous scenes of all time. The scene with you and Angela, where
I knew what scene you were talking
we got to talk about this
Well,
scene.
you smiled right away.
Well, you know,
You got to talk about it. It's like she obviously guys have this super passionate scene together. She cries. Can you take us through like what was so special about that? Why was the connection so strong? Why is this scene so famous?
it was a combination of many things. Like her and I always had that real deep connection, you know. And I don't know, that day, the one thing that was very special to that day is she wanted to do like a internal cum shot, so a cream pie, right?
Yeah.
And I don't do cream pies, vaginal cream pies.
Yeah.
I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, obvious reason, you know, I don't need anyone knocking on my door in a couple of years telling me, like, hey, remember that?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I have plenty of kids. I'm good, you know. But she asked me if I would do this type of scene.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me think about it.
Yeah.
Then I said yes. I also know Angela doesn't want to have kids. I know, you know.
First time working together?
No. We already worked, you know, together many times.
Yeah. You guys were close.
Yeah. And I think it brought that extra special thing to that scene.
Yeah.
Because she knows that for me, it's not something I do.
Yeah.
And she doesn't do that, at least back then either.
Yeah.
And so we did it. But the scene, the scene it's always weird for me to talk about this scene because, like, you know, you can tell that from the beginning to the end, we stay connected. And there's that extra part that people never show usually when you shoot a scene is what happened once the cum shot is done.
Yeah.
You know, and then you see that we're still connected and she cries. Obviously, it's happy tears, not, you know, sad tears.
Yeah.
And then I take her in my arms and
You have this moment together.
Yeah.
That's what like made it this like it was this deeper moment of the two of you connecting together. And I think it was Alexis Fox. Maybe I asked her like why you're better than the rest, and she was like because she said you fuck like the new guys kind of fuck with like the director is sort of being like put your hands behind your back, do this. The way that you fuck is like the old school way of porn where you guys just fuck and then the director moves around what you guys are doing.
Yeah, I all my career, I always, when companies would book me, I would always do it at least once to see how they work.
Yeah.
But with the condition that I fuck the way I want to fuck.
Yeah.
You know. Look,
I'm going to start telling people that too. Hey, we can sleep together, but I'm fucking the way I want to fuck.
No, but like, you know, look, it's this business has changed a lot through all the years I've been in porn. I just turned 50, and I do this job naturally.
Yeah.
I don't take anything.
Wow. Okay.
Really?
That's rare.
Never.
No, I don't. I feel like if you like women, if you shouldn't have to, and we're fucking tense, dude. Like we're fucking beautiful women.
Yeah.
My main concern to this day is still don't come early.
Yeah.
You know. But for me to do this job this way, I have to do it my way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have to be able to move when I want to move, change position when I want to change position, say the things I like to say to the women, and get that back, right? From the girls. If you're the type of production that shoots like shots by shots by shots, and you have to hold this position for this many minutes, no, it's not going to work for me. Yeah. And you shouldn't book me.
Yeah.
You know, because this is not what I want to do. And with the money I charge per scenes, you should have what you want and not what I want.
Exactly.
But if you book me because I'm me and because you know the scenes I'm going to give you is what you want, then
we got it. Match made in heaven.
Exactly.
And it didn't start out good for you, right? Like in terms of fucking, when your first time fucking wasn't the best experience.
Well, my first time fucking in porn.
No, not in porn. Just like when you lost your virginity.
No, bro, it traumatized me, dude. It traumatized me so much. Yeah, no, it was terrible. First of all, I was this close to be inside and I came. Right? Then I washed, started again.
Yeah.
And again, I was wearing a condom. So then I fucked her, but I didn't know what I was doing. I had no idea. I was so stressed. It was, and I mean, it wasn't a trauma, but it was bad enough that for a long time I would tell every new girls I had sex with that it was my first time.
Wow.
What's funny is there's probably a bunch of girls and friends that tell their friends I was Manuel's first time. When really my way to think was like, okay, if I'm bad, but she think it's my first time,
She'll go,
it was his first time. Not bad for a first time.
Yeah.
But not like,
lower
but
expectations.
exactly.
This episode is sponsored by the gooniest site on the internet, Jerkmate.
I know you got a full sack right now. You got to empty it. So go to jerkmate.com.
See tons of models that they have over there. There's even some models that have been on this show.
I know you want to rub one out to them. There's a place to go for that.
Just use offer code 2Goons for a free spend. Sign up now.
2 Goons.
And guys, you can catch the Goons live January 18th in Los Angeles.
January 31st, I'll be in Austin, Texas with Danny Mullen and Leo DeTavio.
February 19th in Phoenix, Arizona.
February 19th, I'll be in Tampa at Side Splitters.
Get all your tickets at shaderana.com or
jjliebermanlive.com.
And then I quickly moved out of that. And
What about when you first came to? So what? I kept on asking.
yes, sorry.
Yeah. So what was the? No. This is
Sorry.
great. This is how. What was the jump to America? How did
to
that
America.
happen?
So because I was working a lot with Rocco Siffredi and also another French director named Christopher Clark, they both were distributed here in America by Evil Angel John Staliano.
Okay.
And
What year is this roughly?
2000, early 2000.
So this is you're about 4 or 5 years into this right now.
Yeah.
Are you famous at this point?
So I became very well known in Europe.
Okay.
And because every Rocco production I was in, every Christoph production I was in, all the big productions in Europe I was in.
So it's this new hot young guy in the scene
Exactly.
who can fuck.
Yeah, exactly. And people always wonder, like, who is this guy that Rocco keeps putting in every movie?
Yeah. Who's this?
know.
His prodigy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
And also too, for those who didn't watch porn back then, there was a wide range of guys in terms of like some guys were good looking, but a lot of guys were gross back then.
Well, because back then there was no Viagra. There was no. So either you were good or you were not. And it was not being able to get hard in front of a camera had nothing to do with the way you look.
Yeah.
Had to do it.
we need someone who can get hard.
could
yeah.
do
You know,
job, yeah.
and then sometimes some guys were not as good looking, but they were able to do the job.
Yeah.
You know, it depends the type of movies you made. If you wanted someone that fucks, you needed a guy with a hard dick.
Good dick, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But so
So John Staliano, Evil Angel, he was preparing a movie called The Fashionistas, which was back then the biggest production made in porn.
Oh, wow.
And he contacted me and he was like, hey, I met him in Europe one time. And then he was like, hey, I keep seeing you in Rocco's movies, Christoph movies. I'm preparing a big movie and I need a Rocco was the lead actor and he needed like a second guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, let's go, let's do it. But back then my English was horrible, you know. And and it's funny because he called me while I was with Rocco. So Rocco, who speaks French, could translate.
Translate.
for me.
Oh, you didn't even
wow.
speak English.
I did,
but just so broken
but,
up.
Yeah, so bad. And so he tells me like, okay, I'm shooting in 6 months. You got to work on your English. I'm like, yeah, for sure.
No Duolingo back then.
I show up in LA. My English is as bad as ever. You know,
It got worse.
And then I realized that this is not like just a gonzo. This is a movie with a story with
A script.
fucking dialogue for me that I had to learn phonetically.
Hey, yeah, you couldn't do
Bro.
wee.
No. And the worst part is like when I see clips of that movie now,
Yeah.
I die laughing because I'm so stiff.
Yeah.
At one point, Rocco's character like calls me, and you see me turn like almost like the vampire when they turn, they move, and everything moves like. I'm so stiff. And my English, you can barely understand because I learned those lines phonetically. It's horrible. Horrible.
You didn't even know what you were saying.
No. And well, Rocco would tell me like, this is what it means.
Yeah.
Now learn the line.
Oh, that's so
You know.
fucking funny. So you were just saying lines.
Dude, it was so bad. So bad. But I worked with a girl in that movie. I had one scene. I had way more dialogue than fucking.
Yeah.
And this girl, man, that was a scene, dude.
Really?
That was a scene.
Is she still in the industry?
No, she's not.
Yeah.
She's not. But, and she had a big ass. She was amazing. Caroline Pierce was her name.
Mm-hmm.
And so I worked with her. And then I meet all these other girls on set, and this girl tells her friend, like, man, I work with that French guy. You guys should work with him. And so other girls started requesting me.
Right away? So right away?
Right away. It was like, because I stayed a little longer. I stayed an extra month after Fashionistas because that was my first time in the U.S.
So you gotta go check it out.
So I was like, why not? And people started calling me left and right away.
Yeah.
And all based on the girls. Because I worked with one who told her friends, then I worked with her friends who told their friends.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I was a month here booked every day.
So you were making a lot of money.
Yeah, I did very well.
Oh,
I
that's
did very
sick.
well. And then the other thing that was fun here is that everything was LA based.
Yeah.
Versus in Europe, you're going to be
Czech.
4 days in Czech Republic, a week in Hungary, 3 days in Spain, then back to Paris, you know.
Yeah.
And when you're young in the beginning, it's fun, but after a couple of years, it gets old.
It's exhausting.
You know.
So, and also probably too, still porn at that time is the Wild West. Like LA, it must have been so much fun.
It was crazy.
Yeah. Do you have any crazy stories from back then?
Because you guys were
What
like,
would be crazy? Like it's just, look, I met so many different girls here, and the big difference with Europe is like, I would say 10% of, for example, in Hungary, the girls were gorgeous but not very sexual.
Yeah.
It was. I hate to say it like that, but it was work.
Yeah.
I come to LA, most of the girls want to fuck.
Yeah.
Most of the girls want to be porn stars.
Yeah.
You know, and they go crazy.
Welcome to America.
And so, right?
Yeah.
And the scenes were so easy. Like in Europe, like a gonzo scene for Rocco would be like 3-4 hours of fucking.
Yeah.
I would come here after 25-30 minutes. They ask you to do the cum shot, and you're like, I'm not done.
I still got more fucking to
Like,
do.
I remember like fucking a girl, and the director was like, okay, we can do the cum shot. And I'm like, and I kept fucking, you know.
I still need to fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not done. I haven't fucked this one, like, ever. So let me have fun.
so you went back to France after the month?
So I went back to France, and then I'm like, man, like, this is two different worlds, like, in porn. So for a few months, I would like work in Europe, come back to LA for 3 months, work here, then go back to Europe. And then I'm like, man, what am I doing? Like, this is where I want to be. This is where the work is going to be the best for me. And it's the best decision I ever made. Like,
and
changed my life, for sure.
And that time while you were your first year in LA, so you're making probably a lot of money.
I was doing very well, and I was doing like between 55 to 60 scenes a month.
Wow. So are you going out at stuff? Are you like living the LA life? Like,
yeah, I was partying,
really
having fun. I mean, partying. Like, some people would say what I do is not partying because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything. You know.
Just fuck.
Yeah, that was my parties.
Party.
Those were my parties. Yeah,
yeah. I don't drink. I don't do anything like that.
I just wanted to go out, have fun, meet new girls, and fuck them.
Wow. And so you're fucking on and off set.
No. I really believe that I was meant to do one thing and one thing
Just
only
fun.
in my life.
Just-
Unfortunately, my basketball skills are not that great. My tennis skills are okay, but not that great either. But my fucking skills are pretty on point.
Yeah, man, that's wild. And so you came over here, you started working, you were doing all these scenes, and then you started to work with people that you were like jerking off to when you were a kid.
Fuck.
Yeah.
yes.
Really?
Oh, yes. Well, the first one that I met that I was already a fan of was Belladonna.
Oh yeah, Belladonna with the gap tooth.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Belladonna, she was on the movie Fashionistas. She
Okay.
was one of the main characters. And I was like, look, I'm not a shy guy.
Yeah.
She made me shy.
Yeah.
Like me around her I was always like,
A little stiff.
shit, right? And but man, what a woman! Like she had an aura. She had an aura. There was that thing around her. She had that aura that she was such a sexual person.
Yeah.
And funny enough, the first time I had sex with her was she had a production company back then, and she asked me to do a scene for a movie.
Yeah.
And then she booked me with another girl,
Yeah.
and I'm fucking this other girl, and this girl was okay.
Yeah.
She was not a great performer, but she was a pretty girl and everything. And then at one point, Belladonna cuts, and she comes to me. She's like, "Hey, I'm sorry. Like, I know it's not great, blah, blah, blah. Do you mind if I jump in the scene with you guys?" I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's the first time you got to.
Yeah. And then she jumps in, and then we end up fucking like, it was like very like two beasts fucking. And that other girl on the side watching us fuck. It was just crazy. Like it turned like it went from a scene that was just okay to that like pure like
crazy energy.
bestial.
Was
Yeah.
that the one you always wanted to work with, or is there someone
No,
who
there's
you
so many like.
was there someone who you've always wanted to work with but never had the opportunity
Oh yeah,
to?
There's so many, man.
Really?
So many. Like there was a lot of like French girls. Like back then, there was a woman named Julia Chanel. She was beautiful. There was one named Dragixa, beautiful woman. There was
What about the American ones? Was there?
Jenna Jameson. I was this close to work with her.
Really?
I was this close. I actually did a scene with Janine. I don't know if you know Janine.
No.
Janine, Lyndon Mulder, something like that. She
Yeah.
was she was on the cover of one of the Blink 182
Albums?
Albums.
Oh, wow.
Pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
The one
yeah.
with the nurse.
Nurse,
that puts
that's
a-
her.
That's her.
Oh, okay,
She
yeah.
was a porn star, big
Yeah.
porn star. But I was in a movie where Janine and I shot together, and next to us, Jenna and her husband from back then,
Yeah.
they were basically fucking next to us. But I was this close.
Close. You could
Almost
smell it.
touched
She's I saw her, I do those videos with that one other guy where someone moans and we name them, and she was one of them, and she liked it, and I said we would love to get you on the podcast.
Yeah, she's,
Jameson, legend.
oh
She's
my-
the first like that I know of that was like a household name. in
yeah,
porn.
yeah.
well, there was other names before her, Ginger Lynn, and
Nina Hartley was.
Nina Hartley was one of them. Too.
Well, that was as we were talking about the last. Nina Hartley was big because she was in that porn.
Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
She's in Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she was big way before Boogie
Right.
Nights,
Yeah.
Like it helped her name go
Yeah.
even more out there.
Do you miss those like kind of like when I was beginning to jerk off, it was like to an actual movie. There were scenes and stuff like that. Like one, like it was like an hour porn with different there was kind of like a storyline to that, but not really anymore.
This is not my job, man. I'm not an actor.
Yeah.
I just fuck.
Yeah.
So I've done plenty of movies with dialogue. Do I have fun doing it? Yeah, because most of the time it's cheesy and you can make fun of
They're
yourself,
cheesy. Yeah,
but yeah,
gonzo.
I'm a straight gonzo guy.
Yeah.
So it's better like the guy you would
For
think.
me, it's
yeah.
better. It's not the same for everyone, but for me, like I do porn. One, because I love having sex with beautiful women, but for fans that just jerk off to porn.
Yeah,
That's what, I've never gotten into this. Did you ever like
a full length movie? No, but I do like a story at the beginning. I like the motivation. Why are we fucking? Because usually you're fucking for a reason that you shouldn't be fucking.
Yeah,
it's a stepmom, stepson. They're not supposed to fuck. I need to know why. Why are we? How do we get here?
Yeah. How did she get stuck in that fucking washing machine?
Yeah, exactly. How did she get stuck in the washing
I
machine?
Yeah.
Well, I do like if I'm going to go for a gonzo, the title has to be like, she's so horny. She can't, it needs the cock is kind of the background.
I feel like you can tell a man by maybe by what he watches, because I'm kind of like I'm like a sex first kind of guy. Like I go to Reddit for porn. And
Reddit for
they're already fucking, like I can go in like within, you've already been halfway.
Yeah.
And I'm this is great, but some guys, they want that. That's why I'm probably bad at dating, is because I'm like, I need to fuck right away to get it over with, and then I can date you.
Same.
Yeah. I feel, I've just, I can be romantic, but it's hard to be romantic if I haven't nutted. You know, it is.
Because all you have in mind is, I need to fuck her, right? It's like post-nut clarity thing. Now we can talk.
Now we
can gonna be me without thinking about fucking.
Yeah. And I also think there is a thing where if you're good at sex, I really want to get to know you. You know what I mean? Like, it's the idea. Could you imagine sitting down with someone, going out for 2 or 3 dates, really liking the person, and then they suck in bed? It just seems like a waste.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you ever had like an injury on set or anything like that? Have you ever hurt your dick fucking or something?
So, yeah, but nothing too bad. Like I remember doing a scene with 2 girls, and that's why now I always tell, when I work with 2 girls, please don't do that. I had one girl sucking my dick, and the other girl pushed her head down to go deeper, but the girl's mouth was not quite as open as the other one thought. So she kind of scrapped the side of your
teeth.
With the teeth. And so I had a tiny little cut on my dick. So we had to take a little break, and then I had to finish the scene only fucking from one side, because the other side you would see actually the blood,
or the cut.
Not the blood, but the cut. And
teeth suck on a blow.
So now it's one of the things when we do like the do's and don'ts before a scene. I tell, like, if it's 2 girls, I'm like, please don't push the other girl's
head down. Be careful. You're gonna hurt my dick, dude. This is the moneymaker right here.
I thought my face was there. Okay, whatever. Whatever.
I was surprised when you walked in. You're like fucking brolic. Like you're. I was
Thank you.
I was.
You gotta stay in good shape. Well, you do jujitsu. You play tennis. You're fit, dude.
Sometimes. I have my moments in my career. I go chubby, and then I go in shape, and then I go chubby, and then but I feel like it's that funny thing about, especially I think for a guy my age, I feel like the dad bod they like better, the women likes better, because they want to cuddle me. Versus when I'm in shape, they want to fuck, but that's it.
That's it. They don't want any of the aftercare.
I like the cuddling.
So going back to like what you said on the social media stuff, do you ever check the DMs? You must get some wild DMs.
Yeah, I do get a lot of crazy DMs. Like, I have to check DMs. I used to not, but I have to check DMs because nowadays it's also a way for women.
It's work,
from the industry to contact me. Hey, I'd love to do a collab, and I also contact some girls through DMs. But man, sometimes I get crazy.
Well, we get the crazy.
Let us know. What are you getting in the DMs?
So one of the craziest that I got was a young woman, and she was putting the biggest vegetable I've ever seen in my life in her asshole, right? But like, we're talking about
with like a carrot or zucchini or
squash. It was
one of those.
It was one of those biggest squash that like fucking shaped like a dick and balls. Like, and she put that in her ass so easily. I was like, what the fuck? And so as I'm like, who the fuck? Because I'm like, who is it? And you see her face, you see everything. And I'm like, who is this girl? Like, let me check her, profile. So I go on her profile, and her profile is all religious.
No.
Like, all religious things, like verses of you know,
The Bible and everything.
yeah, that was in that case the Quran.
Oh, my God.
No, bro, it was just like
Haram.
and like family stuff and like her like visiting La Mecca and like all religious stuff. And then I sent her a message. I'm like, hey, listen, I checked your profile. I don't know who you are, but you should be careful who you send these videos to, especially because we see your face and anyone could use that and repost it anywhere.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, they can't.
I was like,
So I screen captured the video, resend it to her so she can tell that anyone. She's like, oh my God, how did you do that? I'm like, dude, it's easy. There's a self-record, screen record on your phone. Like, it's super easy. And if I were you, don't ever send that to anyone else. Don't ever, you know. And then I added to her, I'm like, hey, listen, again, I don't know you, but if this is who you are, you should live that life because it's going to be your best life.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Don't, you know.
Yeah, go follow your heart. Go right into being a botanist.
I'm not
or
anyone
something.
to tell you what to do, but you're gonna live a miserable life if you have to hide who you really are.
Yeah.
I agree with
And then after that, she deleted her account. She deleted everything.
Oh, really?
You know, yeah.
Wow.
What do you think she wanted with you? Did you think she wanted to meet you or just want to like get
I think that was pretty clear what she wanted from me. But then again, I was like, bro, I'm big, but I'm not that big. So what am I gonna like?
She wanted to enjoy
I'll fuck her
spaghetti
in
squash with
circles.
them.
I'll fuck her in circles, not like, you know, because I won't touch the.
Dude, oh
sides.
my God, dude.
Yeah, I love hearing. I do wish my DMs are crazy, but it's not. Nobody wants to really fuck me except like the occasional gay dude. No, not women. I also don't. I'm at a point where I don't trust, and I think that's a little bit healthier. Kind of like don't really open the DMs because I don't really trust what people's ulterior motives are.
Yeah, totally.
And I don't now too. The other thing with opening the DMs, because people have sent me pictures and videos, and I just don't want to. You know, I don't want to see anything that's like fucking.
Yeah, that you have no idea what someone's saying.
Yeah, you don't know what anyone's gonna say. So I try, but I get it too because again, the brand deals or stuff like that. But there's occasionally someone who pops up. There's a couple people that I fucked it was incredible, and I found them through the DM. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because for you probably can't even because you're like, well, you got to get tested. You got to do all this stuff.
Yeah,
There's a whole process.
No, and also look, if it's not business, I don't fuck outside. Like I outside, I really have a regular life. I have my wife, my family. If it's not related to the industry, if it's not to shoot content or to make a movie.
Oh, so outside of work, you're monogamous.
Yeah.
Okay,
Completely.
wow.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Completely.
Well, I get. You know, it is a funny. It is an interesting thing because I think like if I was in that line of work, I would. I want to be in a relationship, and it would make sense for me. Is like, hey, I can. Even now in life, I used to not be monogamous. I like the idea of dating a chick and she would fuck someone else. That's kind of hot. But for me, I still want to be. Yeah.
It's really a good way to keep my head clear too. You know.
Yeah. Well, because it eats up like there, especially for someone like you. For not all dudes, but when dudes hit a certain status, and you will have the status of being one of the best fucks around, and so. The pussy valve would never turn off. If you wanted to keep, it's like Rocco was talking about it being a drug. Like it could be a drug if you want it to be. Yeah.
But you know,
you keep that barrier up. So like,
it's important for me.
Yeah,
it's really important for me.
100%. And you've had now, so what? 29 years? You said 29 years in the industry.
29th, yeah.
And so what has changed from like you're shooting in France to now you always go all the way to the time where now you're like shooting stuff for OnlyFans, self-producing, and everything like that. What has changed a lot in the industry in that time?
Well, obviously, OnlyFans, You know, back then it was more like a technology that would make like, you know, we went from tape to DVDs, from DVDs to internet. You know, I went through all those
It's
crazy, man.
Yeah.
that is crazy.
I started porn was on tapes.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I used to dude. I used to buy.
know, me too.
I would sneak into into a movie store where they had the back room, and I would rent the tapes.
Oh, I would buy the cheapest tape where it was like 2 hours compilations and blah blah blah. You know, hide it under my jacket, come out of the store like head down. You know.
Yeah.
But now the arrival of all the platforms like OnlyFans, that's a huge change for the industry, and in a very good way for multiple reasons. One, you don't have to rely on being booked every month. You know, the top of the industry work pretty much every day, but there are thousands of people that don't.
Yeah.
And these people need to make constant money, not just from scenes. Now, a lot of those girls, the guys too, they can make extra money. And, you know, also when you retire, back in the days, you retire, there's no money coming in your pocket.
Yeah.
You have to find a regular job with your porn past.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
And that's got to be hard.
Yeah. Was that? Did you ever talk to people about that?
I know a lot of people. One of my good friends now is a bartender in Vegas. You know, the change of lifestyle for him was like a little hard in the beginning. Now I can tell he's happy, but in the beginning it was hard. Sometimes he, you know, reminisces about the porn years and everything. But now with OnlyFans, you can retire, still use your name, and still make money off of old scenes, or even by communicating like DMs and things.
Yeah,
like
you
that.
can make a lot of money.
You can
still
have a smoother transition out of the industry.
Yeah.
And then also, you can choose more who you work for, who you don't work for.
Yeah, it gives you more freedom. Yeah.
Exactly. Like there are a lot of like girls and guys that work for production that didn't really like working for them, but the money was there, so they would do it.
Yeah.
Now you don't have to.
Yeah.
You know what also the good thing too is that there's a time, same with comedy, where people complain, they're like, I'm great, and nobody realizes I'm great. And you're like, well, if you're so good, you know, there is a marketplace, and then people will find you. If you're, you know, because 15 years ago, you could complain that, oh, people don't want to, you know, you could think you're better than you are, but now you can't. You're like,
you got it.
If you got it, same with comedy. If you're good, people will find you on the internet, but if you're not good, you're just not.
You're not good?
You're not good.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, for porn, it brought so many new girls in the industry because a lot of them understood that now you can use the industry as a tool to grow your name.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like a billboard.
You know? So exactly. So there are a lot of girls that are going to start doing scenes in mainstream porn to build their name, and then, you know.
Then you want more, or you want something more personal, you want a custom, you can come over here to the OnlyFans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is there anything you won't shoot or that you don't like to shoot, or like what's on the no list?
As I grow older in this industry, I need to have sex with women that look like women.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, the young girl type, it's just not for me.
Yeah, not for you.
Yeah.
You know? So I've worked with girls that are like early 20s, but they look like they're women shaped.
Yeah,
like,
I agree with you. Like I'll date someone in their 20s, but they can't. I don't want them looking like 20.
You can be in your 30s. If you look like a little girl, I'm still not gonna work with you.
Right.
You know? When I was younger, you know, when I was young, it wasn't such a problem for me because I looked.
You looked young too. You were part of it. Yeah.
But nowadays, it's not possible for me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not turned on by this type of women anyway. So.
Do you ever? So you said 29 years. Do you ever think that there is a day that maybe you hang it up? And
Yeah, I think this. I don't know. This might be the year, man.
Really?
I don't know. I'm already transitioning slowly. Like I don't really work for companies anymore.
Yeah.
I had to deal with brothers. Now it's done. My wife, she has her own companies, and she's always asking me to shoot for her company. She does great work and everything, but I don't have the patience to be on set all day.
Yeah.
You know.
Especially when you can shoot your own stuff.
Exactly. And again, that's the one thing OnlyFans is not bad for, but it made it so simple
Yeah.
that the idea of spending a whole day on set.
Yeah.
So you said a couple things before. You said you like to play video games and stuff like that. What do you think the post-porn life would be like?
Pretty much the same that I'm living now, which is I wake up in the morning, I drop off the kids at school, I go play tennis, go to the gym, I have lunch. Usually I do a scene, in the future I won't do a scene, but then I'll, go play video games, stream on Twitch, pick the kids up from school, and then go jiu-jitsu at night, and pretty much the same.
Yeah.
What are you
With
playing right
a lot
now?
less fucking. Right now I'm playing a game called Dispatch.
Dispatch, the one it's like choose your own adventure kind of thing.
Yeah. It's very it's a lot like the show Invincible.
Yeah.
It's like superheroes, and it's pretty fun.
You enjoy streaming?
I love streaming.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of different things while I'm streaming. I play some video games. I also do an advice show. I also do sometimes some sports streaming where I go play tennis with my friend. I put the camera up and I stream it live on Twitch.
Yeah.
And I have a MMA podcast also.
Oh, sick.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, did you watch the one this past weekend? Yeah.
Of course.
I think it's nice that Peter Yan got the belt back.
And the way he did it was perfect, like masterclass.
Yeah, because he lost, losing it with the knee.
Yeah.
That illegal knee was like,
that was
he
terrible.
should have never lost in the first
Yeah,
place. I don't think he lost to what's the guy?
He lost against Aljamain the second fight.
He did.
He lost.
He
Fair
lost
and square,
fair and square. But he
But
fought.
with the knee was bad. Yeah.
He fought. Well, who was that other guy? The guy with the braids.
Sean O'Malley.
I think he beat Sean O'Malley.
Yeah.
In that first.
That's
fight.
why it's interesting now, because now Sean O'Malley has a fight soon. But then if Sean wins that fight, they're probably gonna give him a
rematch.
A rematch against Peter Yan.
Yeah, and so it's like we'll see what happens there. But I like Peter Yan. He's an entertaining
Peter
fighter.
Yan,
Good boxer. Good
Yeah.
defense. Like he's
The
a good.
defense was unbelievable.
Yeah, you can't hit him. You can't hit him. He's always shelled up. But good guy to watch.
I like Merab too. I like Merab, but I like the way he is. He's just a little crazy, fun, know. And even in defeat, he handled it pretty well.
Yeah, he went to the club after.
Yeah,
He was like partying at the club with like
with his nose all
his
fucked up.
nose like busted.
One of our buddies hangs out with what's the guy's name in Miami?
Which one?
Rogan talks about him. He throws he doesn't fight anymore, but he throws the craziest parties.
Masvidal, maybe.
Masvidal?
Miami,
oh,
Masvidal.
yeah. It would be, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude,
Andre-
it's Masvidal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Masvidal. He said
Yeah.
he throws the craziest
Yeah.
parties, and he goes. We have a buddy who hangs out when he goes to do shows in Miami. It's like incredible.
It's funny because they like Masvidal is in some way related to the adult industry.
Really?
Really?
So Masvidal, he was known because he did some like backyard fighting. back in the days, back in the Kimbo Slice days.
Yeah.
The Kimbo Slice days, Kimbo, his good friend was Icy Mike that owned Reality Kings, one of the owner of Reality Kings, now Cam Soda.
Yeah.
Who is the guy that started Kimbo Slice and the backyard fighting.
No way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And so Masvidal fought in the backyard fighting that Icy Mike used to set up.
Used to set up. Oh my God, that's how he made his early money to get the porn company.
Yeah, and then years ago, Masvidal came by AVN, the AVN convention, and I was streaming on Twitch at the convention.
Yeah,
and he came sat with me. We did a quick little interview, and then he left because I saw him walk by. I'm like, fucking George Masvidal. Hey, you want to come here talk?
Yeah.
And he was like, okay.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you like doing those AVN things, or is it kind of?
It was very tiring, very nerve wracking because Twitch, they have like very
strict
rules,
Yeah.
and I was always worried that one of the girls. So I had someone out of the stream telling them, okay, if they had like an outfit that was a little too much, we would put a T-shirt on them.
Yeah.
Hey, you can do this, you can do that.
Yeah.
And then I would do interviews, but I would do interviews like 10 hours.
Yeah.
Like that.
Really?
Every 10 minutes, a different girl, a
Oh,
different girl, a
wow.
different girl, a different girl. That was pretty fun.
So do you think maybe that post post adult industry that there is, like you said, you do the MMA podcast. There's a place for you in
totally.
I mean,
totally. I would love to go towards MMA. You know, I've done a few things in France. My podcast is a French podcast, and it's with the biggest French MMA channel.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, that I do it. And it's very popular, very fun to do, and you know.
Why do you think this is actually something I don't think we've talked about? And someone from France, I think this is perfect for you because France is really liberal when it comes to sexuality. Why do you think there's such a difference, considering that America is the home for the biggest porn and everything? But why is it so shameful? Why do you think it's so people think it's so wrong? What is that? Where in France it's not like that, is it?
Well, it's funny because American people think French are more open. Mm-hmm. French people think that Americans are more open.
Oh, really?
You know, when really it's more or less the same. It's very individual based, right? Most people don't care about porn, or they like watching porn and they are not ashamed of it. Others are. Yeah. Others are complete anti-porn. And you have the same people there.
So it's not a thing, okay.
Not really. I think it comes, in America, they have this idea because back in the days in France, they would have commercial with naked women in it, you know, things like that. But it's not more or less than in America.
I thought, really. I was under the impression, I know Germany is way more sexually open than probably anywhere else. Yeah. Is that?
Yeah.
But I was under the impression that France is such a very considered liberated place.
Yeah, I think it's not going towards that as much as it used to be, but maybe,
right.
you know.
So then why do you
Germans are another kind.
Yeah, what do you that's
Germans.
What do you
Germans are another kind for sure.
Why do you think there's certain places in Europe then maybe that's the thing. Why do you think in Europe there are certain places where sex is just so open? It's just culturally
yeah, I don't know.
It's fascinating to
crazier, me. You know, from repression comes
liberation.
Liberation, right?
And the
it's
Germans
like in Japan,
are so
Japanese people are so
strict,
but at the same time they do the craziest shit you can find on the internet.
Yeah, they have wild porn, and the Germans have the Kit Kat Club and
have you ever been to the Kit Kat Club?
No, have you?
Bro.
Have you,
bro?
Is it really that?
So
amazing?
The Kit Kat Club, just so people understand, it's not a sex club. Mm-hmm. It's a anything goes club.
Okay,
really?
Right? And the first time I went to the Kit Kat Club, I only went twice because it's not my scene.
Yeah.
But the second time I went back because I was in good company and she wanted to see what it was.
And to make sure it wasn't your scene.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to tell you.
I just want to make sure this is
the first time I go there, there is a guy in the middle of the dance floor on a wheelchair, no legs, no arms.
No.
Giving blowjobs to dudes. And I'm like, what the fuck? And there is a line of dudes waiting to get their dicks sucked.
So set it up. So it's a nightclub? What's it like? It's a
nightclub, and there's little rooms, and there's little space.
Can anyone get in?
Well, you have to be, over 18.
No, but that's what I mean. If you're an adult,
it's I remember my friend Steve Holmes, who was a German performer, he would go there wearing only chaps.
Yeah.
But like dick out, ass out, like
really,
it's like anything goes.
I tried to get in. I was in
Germany.
In Berlin.
In Berlin,
I tried to get in, but me and my buddy, we get to the line, and he goes, "Oh, he's like, you're looking for Kit Kat, the big bouncer," and I was like, "Yeah," and he goes, "It's Renegade Night," and me and my buddy are like, "Okay, yeah." He goes, "It's a gay fetish night," and we go, "Oh," he goes, "Are you gay?" And we're like, "No." He's like, "You cannot come in." We just had to go home.
Bro.
But so it's a well-known place.
It's a very well-known place.
Yeah.
See, I need to travel more.
Yeah. In Berlin, there is the Kit Kat Club that's very famous, and there is another place called Artemis. Artemis is how do you say a brothel?
A brothel.
A
Yeah.
brothel, right?
Yeah.
It's a brothel.
I need to travel more, yeah, for sure.
I went in there once.
Yeah.
Same thing. I had friends of mine, not in porn industry,
Yeah.
and I tell them that was the porn convention, the Venus, Berlin.
Venus, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, you're going to Venus? We'll go with you." And then that first night, they're like, "Hey, let's go to a club tonight." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, but I don't know clubs here." They're like, "Oh, we know a club." They take me to that club, and you arrive. It's like $60 or $70 to get in.
Yeah.
And then you go to a locker room, and they give you like a robe and like flip flops. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay.
What club is that?
Yeah.
What club is that?
We had a spa? What's going on?
And my friends are like, oh yeah, the bottom floor they have a pool, spa, jacuzzi, so that's why you go in there like that. And then I get out of the locker room and I see naked girls everywhere.
Yo.
And they're like, yeah, it's we thought you knew that's
what
a brothel.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm very uncomfortable in this type of setup.
Oh,
like
really?
it doesn't turn me on.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
it makes me like
Yeah.
And my friends, they're like, they knew this place, like they live in France, and they're like, oh yeah, like at least once a month we fly for the weekend, and they go crazy
And just fuck.
and it's open from like 11 a.m. to 7 a.m. the next morning.
Jesus. Yeah.
And they have a rotation of girls that go there, and
Yeah.
some of them they would be superstars in porn.
Fucking.
They-
well, we're doing
like,
Venus in
and-
2026.
Bro, you're gonna die. And they're like, and every size, every type, every you'll find at.
So you think Berlin's more fun than like Amsterdam in terms of like sex?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
It's not even close.
Yeah, not even close.
Yeah.
Like if you're looking for crazy,
I
That's
like
where
right.
it is,
Well, I
yeah.
like titty milk. I want to. It's hard to. Titty milk is the hardest one to get.
really.
I think so. Yeah. I like titty milk.
It's just, I mean, if you're looking for it, who's selling it? This guy's, he won't buy it like in a bottle. He has to get it
No,
from
I
the
wanna-
source. He has these
Yeah.
rules.
Straight from the.
Yeah,
Straight from the
from
tip.
the
But everyone always
I'm
talks.
sure you can find one at the Artemis that's gonna fucking.
Well, everyone talks about red light district, but the people who know, it seems like Berlin.
And
Ber-
there's Berkheim too. Berkheim's another one,
Yeah.
but that's hard to get into, isn't it? Berkheim's like impossible.
Yeah, I don't know that.
but
place.
that's not. You're more of a like. Yeah.
No, like that Artemis place. I didn't fuck.
no,
Yeah.
no,
I was so uncomfortable. I stayed at the bar the whole night.
yeah.
Drinking Diet Coke. And then what's funny is they have two in that, because it's huge.
Yeah.
And in that place, they have two porn theaters.
Oh,
So
wow.
basically, when the girls have a client, but all the rooms are busy, they take the guy in the porn theater, turn him on.
Yeah.
And then when the room is free, boom, you go.
Yeah.
And at one point, two of the girls come to me and they're like, hey, come here. I'm like, oh, no, thank you. They're like, no, don't worry. Like, we want to show you something. Come here. And then they take me to the theater, and in that fucking giant screen, it's me fucking a girl. And they're like, this is you, right? This is you. And I'm like, no. They're like, yeah, this is you.
Are people really, when you're just out and about in public, people say what's up?
Yeah, a lot.
Are they cool? Like,
I never had a problem. Only like once I was and of course there was a French guy doing that, but I'm in Tulum on vacation with my family, and my daughter in my arms asleep,
Yeah.
and that French motherfucker comes to me. He's like, hey, Manuel Ferrara, can I take a picture? And I'm like, I'm always nice to people. I'm like, hey, sorry, dude, my daughter's asleep. I'm not going to take a picture with you with my daughter. He's like, well, why don't you give her to your wife?
really?
And I'm like,
Oh, excuse me.
and I'm like, motherfucker, I'm going to give my baby to my wife to fuck you up. Get the fuck out right now.
Yeah.
So rude.
So rude.
By the
Fucking
way,
French people.
Tulum's amazing.
I love Tulum.
Tulum,
it's great.
even everyone always goes, oh, it's so overpriced. It's so it's such a tourist trap. But when
I
I
love
went,
Tulum.
it's phenomenal.
I have another weird story that happened in Tulum.
Yeah.
I go to a gym, and they have like 4 gyms in Tulum.
The
They have the one at the beach.
yeah.
But I just wanted the gym the closest from where I was staying.
Yeah.
And it was the smallest gym you can find. And I go there early morning. My family is asleep. And I work out. And across the gym, I see a guy. And I start laughing to myself. I'm like, look at this fucking Mexican Johnny Sins. The guy was all tan, but looking a little bit like Johnny Sins. And then the guy started walking towards me. And he's like, Manuel, what are you doing here? That was Johnny Sins. We end up in the same gym at the same moment.
So people say he's fucking amazing too. He's like
he's such a nice guy.
How is the relationships? There must be a special bond for like the guy performers, right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not like, there are the guys I know for a long time, like Nick Blue or Kieran, or
Sure.
and but same thing. We don't really hang out. I mean, maybe they hang out between themselves, but I don't really hang out. Like outside of porn, my life is non-related to porn, right?
Yeah.
And I'm nothing against anyone. Like obviously, when I see Mick, I'm happy to see him. Or when I see Kieran or other people, if I see Johnny, I'm happy to see. If I see anyone, I'm happy to see them. But I really keep my personal life like
to yourself, yeah.
To us,
I think that's important. Yeah, I mean, I try to too. I keep my life the way I like it, because then you have your peace. You don't have all these things invading it all the time. You can play dispatch.
And for what it's, you know what?
And
Truth be
Fortnite.
told, and
And
that's
Fortnite,
what this guy doesn't understand. He's my roommate, and at night I like the peace, and he doesn't fucking get it. I want peace. They fucking scream nonstop at night. I'm like,
Dude
buddy.
moves in with two 27-year-olds and is upset when they're up at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Ele-
He's mad when I have women over.
No, I'm not mad when you have women
Just
over.
share, man.
Sir, you want me to say her name on the podcast? You want me to blow up your spot right now?
He edits it. He'll take it. What, you're gonna edit it, dude?
Yeah.
No, but I do.
JJ,
I
I'll
do.
give you the memory cards. Let's see what you
Yeah.
come up with.
But I do. It's so weird because in comedy, I guess it's such a weird thing because comedians. I think what it's so interesting because who I hang out with, we are really an extension of what our stage persona, and it's pretty closely related. Yeah. But what you do it is you're an actor, you're a performer.
It's my healthy way. Like
I could see that. Yeah.
Hey, since you do comedy, you know Karen Feehan?
Yeah,
course.
absolutely.
Do you want us to edit that out?
No, I did her podcast.
She's great.
Oh my god.
Yeah. You like Karen? Are you guys gonna shoot a scene together?
If she.
I think she only does solo.
Yeah, she doesn't do scenes, but
wow.
for a first scene, I'm there anytime.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we might be able to nudge her in the right direction.
She knows already, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, but I did a podcast. I think during the whole podcast, I had a boner.
Really?
Well, I was hiding like that.
She's beautiful.
Oh, she's hot.
She's beautiful
Yeah.
and she's
And
cool
she's
as
funny
fuck.
and,
Yeah. She is. I see her once, but very rarely communicate. But she's good friends with my closest friends. But yeah, I can see like beautiful, cool, and she's
Sexy.
Yeah, very sexy.
Very.
She has sex appeal.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, right
Definitely.
on. Well, I mean, this has been
This is amazing,
it's been
yeah.
My
amazing.
pleasure,
So,
guys.
Yeah,
Thank you for
fuck,
having
our
me.
pleasure too.
can you just let people know where to find you right into this camera here?
So Instagram, Manuel Ferrara TV, Twitch, Manuel Ferrara TV, OnlyFans, Manuel Ferrara TV. Pretty much everything is Manuel Ferrara TV.
Perfect. Right on.